Welcome back to the Hiding Mike News, where we uncover the stories shaping the headlines. It's Tuesday, January 21st, 2025, and tonight's lineup covers everything from NASA's leadership shakeups to the latest breakthroughs in AI, climate science, and global health. Strap in, there's a lot to discuss. We start with NASA. The Trump administration has reignited its ambitions for human missions to Mars, but the agency's leadership is already facing turbulence. With Bill Nelson and Pam Melroy stepping down at the end of Biden's term, the agency has been left without clear direction. Initially, NASA listed Jim Free as acting administrator, but the White House later appointed Janet Petro, a director of the Kennedy Space Center, to the interim role. And here's the twist. Billionaire astronaut Jared Isaacman has been nominated as NASA's new administrator. Isaacman, known for his private space missions, brings a fresh perspective, but critics question whether his commercial background aligns with NASA's public missions. With Mars on the agenda, all eyes are on how the agency navigates this critical moment. In a controversial move, the U.S. has officially withdrawn from the Paris Climate Agreement, aligning itself with Iran, Libya, and Yemen as the only UN countries outside this global pact. The Paris Agreement, established in 2015, aimed to curb global warming through voluntary national commitments. While it has its shortcomings, such as a lack of enforcement, it's been a critical framework for global cooperation. And the timing? Troubling. A new study reveals that over a third of Arctic carbon sinks, previously crucial for trapping CO2, are now releasing it due to rising temperatures and thawing permafrost. Climate change isn't just happening, it's accelerating. The war in Ukraine has given rise to a hidden health crisis, the rapid spread of drug-resistant bacteria. At Theophania Hospital, more than 80% of patients are battling infections resistant to common antibiotics. Unlike past conflicts, where patients were quickly moved to specialized care, Ukraine's overwhelmed hospitals forced them to travel between multiple facilities. This increases exposure to resistant strains, compounding the problem. Doctors are relying on expensive reserve antibiotics, but even those aren't always effective. It's a grim reminder of how war doesn't just destroy infrastructure, it impacts health systems and public well-being. In tech news, the Trump administration has announced Stargate, a $100 billion AI infrastructure project backed by OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank. The project aims to build cutting-edge data centers starting in Texas, with plans to expand to $500 billion over 4 years. This is a bold attempt to position the U.S. as a leader in the global AI race. But as with any large-scale innovation, there are questions about accessibility and equity. Will Stargate democratize AI or centralize power in the hands of a few tech giants? In a competitive twist, DeepSeek has launched R1, an open-source AI model that rivals OpenAI's offerings. R1's API pricing is drastically lower, just 14 cents per million tokens compared to OpenAI's $7.50. However, R1 isn't perfect. Its responses are limited by government censorship, and its reasoning clarity lags behind competitors. Still, this marks a turning point in the AI race, showing that smaller labs can produce competitive models at a fraction of the cost. India is making waves in defense technology with its successful ground test of a scramjet engine for hypersonic missiles. These missiles, capable of exceeding Mach 5 speeds, represent the next frontier in modern warfare. With indigenous fuel and advanced thermal management, India is positioning itself alongside the US and China in this elite field. As hypersonic systems become more advanced, they're set to redefine global defense strategies. At the World Economic Forum in Davos, global leaders are addressing the fallout from Trump's protectionist trade policies. His administration is doubling down on tariffs and prioritizing domestic markets, signaling a shift from decades of free trade. Chinese Vice Premier Ding Xuexiang warned of the dangers of protectionism, while European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen emphasized multilateral cooperation. With trade tensions rising, the global economy is entering uncharted territory. Science has been busy. Researchers have discovered that Ancient viral DNA, long thought to be dormant, plays a key role in early embryo development. These findings could transform our understanding of cellular processes and human health. Meanwhile, a new study suggests that repurposing existing drugs, such as antibiotics and antivirals, might help reduce the risk of dementia. While promising, these findings need further clinical trials to confirm their potential. Finally, in a move toward transparency, Trump has pledged to release classified records on the assassinations of JFK, RFK, and MLK. These events, shrouded in mystery for decades, could finally be reevaluated in the light of new information. From NASA's leadership shakeups and AI advancements to climate challenges and health crises, today's stories reflect a world at a crossroads. We're reaching for Mars while grappling with challenges here on Earth. The decisions we make now will shape the future for generations to come. Thanks for tuning in to the Hiding Mike News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay curious, stay informed, and as always, stay hidden. See you in the shadows.